Right, so we're all settled at anchor now. I'll just pan the camera around so you can see what's going on. We've got all our rods out fishing. We're baited up, ready to go. Sat here poised and ready. Now, while we're waiting for our first action of the day, we're going to have a little chat with Mike, because I did mention in the intro, Mike is a British record holder ×2. I don't even know if there's anybody else in the UK that holds 2 British records. Do you know if there are?
No, I'm not too sure. No, maybe with the mini species, but
yeah.
I really don't know, is the honest truth.
Well, I'll tell you his British records that he holds. Number 1, a really impressive thornback ray, shore caught. And what was the size of that?
That was 22, 11, 10, caught from shore.
There you go. So he's had a 22-pound thornback from the shore, British record. When did you get that record? What year was that? 2008. Lovely. Story to go with that? Any sort of story?
I suppose so, because we knew there was big fish down there. A friend of mine went down, John Case, and broke the club record. And on the Friday night, I shook his hand because he beat it from Steve, who's another good friend of ours. And so we invited John down fishing to the same mark, down his Portsmouth, to be honest with you. And yeah, first cast, went out, nice bit of crab bait, and
you had it on crab?
Yeah, had it on crab, and yeah, decent bite. Pulled it in, and they made me stay there all day before I could weigh it.
Now, when you saw that fish in the flesh, did you firstly think, blimey, that is massive, that's a British record, or did it all come piece by piece? And what was the feeling to get a British record? You know. Well,
step number 1, when I actually caught the fish, John walked over, looked at it, and said, "That's bigger than mine," and walked off. So his was over 18 pound. So I knew I had a great fish, and we did have scales, and we roughly weighed it, but it was going well over 20. So yeah, again, yeah, just really proud, to be honest with you. I couldn't believe it at the time. You know, owning a British record after fishing all my life was phenomenal.
What is in terms of British records, and I mean, obviously, you know, not a lot of people are privy to it, but how do you go about claiming a record? And then when you do claim it, do they come back and notify you that you've got a record?
Nowadays, like I got another British record, sort of say, this year for the halibut. But what I'd done was got hold of the Angling Trust. If you go online, you can find out all the information. I would suggest keeping the fish as well, freeze it down for a clearly identification. The thornback ray, for example, I had to go down to Plymouth to ensure that it is a pure thornback ray. With a halibut that I caught, I kept it, photographed it, weighed it, measured it as well. You've got to make sure they're on certified scales, very important. Don't go weigh it on the shore and put it back, they won't accept it. And yeah, you again, if you go online, they talk it all through. They hold a meeting about 2 or 3 times a year to clarify all British records. That's freshwater as well, and game. And yeah, and then you get notification, a quick email, and a certificate. So yeah,
and that's a proud moment, isn't it? When you've been
very proud. Yeah,
I mean, it's heart in mouth time for that whole period until they confirm it, isn't it?
It is, especially with a halibut. You know, I mean, I've heard of one other fish being caught, and you know, I've just seen a photograph of it. And in compared to size, my halibut, don't take the mick, but it was £6 1 ounces, and I think the British record boat fish is 200+ pound. So, but it was a halibut. It was 24 inches long.
Halibut from the shore.
Halibut from the shore. And yeah, again, very proud moment.
Yeah.
Very proud indeed.
Now, with that halibut, let's move on to that, because as he's just alluded to, not only has he got the thornback record, but he has had a record halibut as well, which obviously is a super rare capture in the UK, full stop, from the shore. You can't have been fishing for halibut. Well, what did you catch it on?
Well, firstly, I'll go back to 2008. Yeah, with fishing, like you'll know, you've got to go at the right place at the right time. So in 2008, we knew these thornback ray were down in Portsmouth, so we went down with crab, and I caught the British record. Yeah, and we've had several more since then. But back to 2025, and I'm still going down East Portsmouth. I'm still fishing with crab. And this time I, luckily, dare I say,
Been,
caught a halibut
so
in
from
the same mark. I caught the
Wow.
Matt Ray. So,
so it's been very kind to you, and you had that on crab as well,
I
did
had
you?
that on crab.
Brilliant.
Same rig. Yeah.
When you first saw the halibut in the shore, what did you think? Did you think it was a flounder? Did you instantly say halibut?
We swore a couple of times because a friend of mine, Barry's got the British record flounder, and I actually went up and saw that fish.
What's that? What is the record flounder?
Oh, it's over £5.
Oh,
just
massive!
Over £5.
Yeah,
and it was a tremendous fish as well. That's going back quite a number of years from the river team. But yeah, I saw it and I had a couple of swear words because I thought, you know, I've got the British record flounder. But then when they come up, they look the same, but in fact they're completely different. One, they got teeth, and the coloration slightly different, and overall it's different. So we actually identified it ourselves as a halibut, and it's classified as a northern halibut. What difference that makes, I really don't know.
Well, that's a
yeah.
unbelievable couple of stories. I mean, I think all of us serious anglers, I guess the end dream for any serious angler will be to get a British record, to hold 2 British records like this guy. And we've had Larks on here as well, who's a British record holder, and we've had a chat with him about his record. I'm sure you guys would as well. I find it absolutely fascinating to actually delve into somebody who's got a record, how they went about catching it, their little story of catching that record, because let's be absolutely clear, nobody has caught a bigger thornback ray off the shore in this country ever than this guy here, which is just phenomenal, really. I mean, you must be super proud of that, surely. I mean, even now, do you pinch yourself still?
Yeah, to a degree, because I know that hundreds of dedicated anglers and good anglers as well go fishing for the thornback ray, you know, even all up and down Scotland, Wales, England, and it's a fish that's fished for every single day, and to actually hold the top fish, it's phenomenal.
It's brilliant.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
Well, there you have it. 2-time British record holder. Now, we're not after British. We would take a British record today, of course, but we're not after British records today. All we want to do is top the tree of the boat competition if we can, and that would be lovely. But other than that, we'll just enjoy a lovely day out. And as we get through the day, I'm sure you're going to see that we're going to pick up a few tips and hints from this guy here, because he definitely knows his stuff. You don't fluke British records. You know, it's again, just to go back on it, you've put a lot of time. You put a hell of a lot of time in to catch that thornback, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, and I think if I could give advice to any angler, is that you don't stop learning. You might have an angler next door who does something slightly different, bait presentation, casting as well. You don't have to cast a mile, because quite often the fish are in closer. Little tips like that, you know, it adds to everything. So don't think you know it all. I don't know it all. I got friends that still showing me things nowadays that you know, you listen to and you try and vary it. So yeah,
exactly,
you're learning every day.